he messed up the room that he was kept. Thank you very much.
Like, what would you say to that? You think that, I mean, that guy was a kidnapper or somebody who is suffering from mental kind of, when you see these Fulani terrorists, every time they are caught, just every single time, they have always been looking raggedy, haggard, and sometimes they look like lunatics. That sometimes you have to ask yourself and say, wait, what happened to the millions, hundreds of millions of naira that they collect from people as ransom? Who are their sponsor? Who are those that actually takes these hundreds of millions of naira from them? Because they never really look better. They don't look any, they look dirty. They look, sick, kind of. And is very sane. Just in case if you are watching that video and somehow the humanity in you is somehow telling you that, oh, this guy looks like he's not mentally okay. Are they sure that this guy is a kidnapper and stuff like that? Well, if you have ever seen the videos of them being paraded, then you ask the same question like, what happened to the money? What happened to the money? Because they work in such a network sort of a style or way, whereby all this money still end up somewhere. They pack them from all over the place, drug them up enough that they can do whatever they want them to do because it depends so much on the drugs that they are offering them. So therefore, if they ask them to kill an entire village, they will do it and they will go on and get their shots later. So that's why they look like that. Because I don't think anybody who is sane, right, will do this without, I don't think so. Now watch this. Here is another person's experience.
When you want, if you want, go invite your brothers, come. See this useless cheap stuff people. They have vowed that will not rest. Are you on now since I Jenny? Can you find any more Fulani? These people told imagine where you can have your malon a corner of Zenny. I do have an amiga hanky shuli. Gijan you look all. Very stupid. Mwagana kwa una mwagana ulaminemu. Wep kwa bujiona ha. Chacha yo ma bo memga useless yo ma wo cha bo memga no kwa ngunene akwa una ba zuwa chi hu wa nyo kwa na ulamene na come on Onenga come on yeah, mommy. This useless people now vowed that will not rest, so look at them,
We should be more protected. The armed Fulani terrorists, and some of them who still have their cows destroying people's farms, and others who are using their guns to kidnap people for ransom, or the people, the farmers, the ordinary people, we should be more protected by your government. A major seminarian called their brother Peter Andrew in that same Edo state, Akoko Edo, was kidnapped by this same Fulani terrorist. Ransom was demanded and it was paid, but they still kill him. Yeah, they killed him. And not a single person has been arrested for that. And there have been like many other, like Reverend Fathers, Christian leaders and what have you, who have actually been abducted, including royal fathers who have been abducted and killed by these blood, this blood-sucking monsters called the Fulani terrorists. Recently, like I said, this young man, Peter Andrew, that got killed in this same Edo state, had one Reverend Father who was had to lash out at Okwebolo, that is the Okweodoyo, the Dodoyo governor of Edo State. Remembering this person that got killed by this Fulani terrorist in one of their recent church service in Edo State. Watch this.
Even during that period, places like the past 12 are kidnapped. Through the efforts of the local security people, they are able to escape. Others in Akoko, in Oma, and during the period I was mourning, I lost my mother. About a day or two after, when the seminarians and the priests were abducted, I was still mourning, adding to that. After the killing of the seminarian, I added into my mourning period. Few days later, I lost my brother, who for one of you. Already I lost my aunt, the only sister of my mother. Few days later, I lost my brother, one of you here, parishioner, was buried on the 25th. Was a member of the charismatic renewal here in our cathedral. In all this, I told our people who were asking questions, who were curious, that we should not act in tactful, that is, at cost of bad pepper. At cost of all
Sorry about that. That's also a very poor audio clip. In the hands of the Fulani terrorists in Edo States, lives have been lost. Countless, souls have been destroyed by those marauding animals. But the system won't really punish them. And then the hypocrites from the northern part of Nigeria who want to make it look like it is the end of the world, right? For what happened in Europe, or else we'll break it, that stuff. So if people are demanding for justice, or should be demanding for justice as they should, right? Definitely, we would all be hunting we'll be hunting for these Fulani terrorists wherever we can find them. Every one of us, because the agenda there is that they have the right to kill us, and they also have the right to actually steal from other people. But you do not have the right to fight back. So you fighting back can be classified as Fulanophobia, and then you as Fulanophobic. Well, the real terrorists are now going to be victims. So that is going to be a very tough one to do. Not while we live, not while people like us are still living. So that is why we must, for very good reason, right? We must never allow these rogues, right, to rebrand this murderous Fulani terrorist right before our very eyes. That is that. You know, terrorism varies in kind of different categories. You have dates, right? So the football team for Ikorodu City Boys, who participating in their local football league in Nigeria, came under a serious fans threat when they were playing the Shooting Stars in Ibadan yesterday, that they attacked them, nearly lynched some of them because their game ended in a goalless draw. So the government of Oyo State had to bring soldiers, right, the military, as a security to escort this football team from Ikorodu to Ibadan. I mean, you know, so this happened just yesterday.
Well, I've heard moments before, I've heard stories of being at the stage at a great ground in the FPFL, but this is my first time of experiencing it. We are held hostage right here at the Fulani Stadium in Ibadan after we could receive first shooting star to the goalless draw. So we are all hostage in the dressing room. The light has been switched off, see the players using their phone. We are just held hostage here. We cannot go out. Neither the players nor the officials can go out. At this point, the team bus has been vandalized. So we are just held hostage here. We don't know what's going on outside, but we cannot go out.
Look my hand. They want you as You don't hold on. You don't hold on.
Báwo lè ṣe ń gba aláṣẹ?
Mo jẹ́ anybody wá lọ ṣé wèrè ẹ̀ ṣí tàn gan ni.
Ẹ sọ ṣé wọ́n ti sọ nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ fún ọ? Mo tẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ni.
That's football, right? So some of them sustained physical, injuries and all of that because the thugs, the supporters of Shooting Stars Ibadan decided to hold them hostage, and they had to bring a military to kind of like escort them to safety out of Ibadan back to Lagos. Now, talking about Lagos, you see this Supreme Court judgment that clearly removed Julius Abure as their chairman of Labour Party. There are other ripple effects of that, of that judgment, because that same Congress also produced some state executives for Labour Party as well. And by that judgment, by Congress, the same Congress that the Supreme Court kind of nullified, right, also produced some state executives like Lagos. So the guy or the lady in charge of Lagos State Labour Party, she's a pastor or a reverend, but something happened today. Today, Monday, is when the Usman's group were told to go take over the secretariat. All right. Araban Bidiot was seen yesterday screaming like a banshee. Yeah, Google it. It was Agbeke that usually be like, why are you screaming like a banshee? Banshee, right? Is is this animal that looks like impala? I mean, now what's it they call it? Impala, something like that. So screams, but you would not hear anything he or she's saying. So I'll share that with you. But today, it wasn't a good sight, as some group of people who took over the secretariat of the Labour Party in Lagos State today were asking the current chairman, or sorry, the former chairman to leave. And that didn't go down well, okay? Because there were vandalism that got involved in it all. Let's go to that Lagos State Labour Party secretariat, see what happened there this morning. Come on.
All right, live at LP Lagos Secretariat. So everything has been posted. So right now, no, we did together. I'm a media person. We did together. We did together. Now no problem. Forget. So we did together. So everything has been posted. Àwọn young kan by àwọn ilé ògbọ́n kankan wọ́n máa nà ya anybody. Ẹ̀tọ́ ó náà ń gbébọ̀ ó ló ti tán. Ta ló sọ? Ó yá jáde. Ẹ máa nà kó jáde kúrò ńbẹ̀ ni ẹ pààyà sọ. Ẹ máa nà ẹ kó ṣáà máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Where your ọ̀gá dé? Ẹ bàjẹ́ láyé. Ṣé pákẹ́ ẹ̀ ó ló ti tán lọ́wọ́ òun? Ọ̀rẹ́ ibi dọ́kàs ló smart kọ́ tá a bá fẹ́ wọnú bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́dọ̀. Mọ́tò ló fẹ́ wọlé. Must go!
No, we are not going. They can destroy you. No.
East Africa! 8!
God must go.
Oh, yeah. 8! Everybody move forward. They want to address us. Move. 8!
Your time is up.
8! Everybody move forward. Everybody move forward. Hey, everybody move forward. Everybody.